Okay, now that's a little bit better, right? Let me test the audio. Testing audio 1, 2. Okay. Right. I know that that's working. What else is not? Okay. Oh boy. Give me a second. Let me go to stream settings on Twitch. And also to my studio YouTube. Okay. Not create. Where was I going with it? Ah. Things are going very hot on the... Let's copy and share this. I'm gonna share the quarterfinal groups a little bit. Vote for next Rogue Trader. Yes, that's the... just the things. And now let's see if the face cam works. Hello folks, it's me, I'm Big and I'm back. We're live, we're playing some more Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Yep. And let's see if everything is working as intended. Things are roaring hard on the summer event. Very, very interesting that what's his name? What's her name? Ruby Hart completely doing very, very well. Maybe it's because of the her whatchamacallit. I think my whatchamacallit fan base, or everybody in my retinue is kind of cooked. They have very, very peculiar tastes. I know what their tastes are. Very much so. Right. And yeah, Jury has been eliminated because she was in such a... she's in a tough group. She's in a group with Ingrid and yeah, she's in a group with Ingrid and Chun-Li. There's very, very unlikely that they're gonna win. Not in events. I'm just looking at what where I'm going to need to post the announcements. Just copy text, paste the text that let everyone know I'm live, and copy the tube text. I'll be right there. Share. There. Paste. That. There we go. And let's see if the Warhammer live stream is working. It is. I'll open it up on the tubes. Yep, sus AI anime ads as usual. And it's really rough because right now I'm having trouble. We've discovered that there's an issue regarding why I'm not being able to sit up, and it is probably the
Howdy, howdy.
howdy mana. Is it mana? Yes, it is Manta. Howdy Manta. Yep. The factor for me not being able to sit up, and it's the worst one out of all of them. It's age and atrophy, because of the thing is, I physically, right, my body eventually will deteriorate with age and underuse, right? So literally right now the problem is, yeah, I'm losing weight, but my
Curse you time.
yeah, it's time. Yep, my bum has slowly lost its muscle mass that usually supports my butt, and there's a lot of flab, I'll say that is kind of contributing to the rubbing that is actually causing all of the bruises and pressures and sores and stuff. It's not nice. It's not ideal, I'll say that. But either way, that being said,
I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah, it sucks. It is, but the thing is, it's about adapting and overcoming. So, that's what she said. We'll need to see if there are better ways for me to sit up, right? Or better ways for me to avoid chafing. Let's say that. Let's avoiding chafing. So if we're going to avoid chafing, there's a couple of ways of going about it that might be interesting. The most low effort way is probably putting something right there, or maybe spend even more money on cushions that actually look or feel that cups the shape of my butt properly, so that it doesn't chafe. Or one other way we're looking at is maybe some wear, what I could wear, but that is probably going to be not the best solution, because in the future we might need to consider things like diapers and things. So wear whatever we're going to wear is going to be not ideal. But I'm talking about farther in the future. But you know what? Tomorrow I'll try sitting up because it's gotten better. So that's a good news. We'll try sitting up and see if I could actually sit up in such a way with something that's going to prevent me from getting pressure sores. So fingers crossed. Tomorrow we'll try sitting up on the bed, and if that's going to work, that's going to work. If it's not, then we'll go back to the drawing board.
We must bolster your buttocks.
Yes, exactly. And with that being said, thank you Ipilux, Manta, Burton, Talenton, members at the time of streaming. Watch vids early, cool badges and emojis. I don't upload vids anymore, don't I? But yeah, but also Lord Yelnak, Brosant, and Ozor for being honorary members. But we shall see if there's going to be more people popping in and becoming more members. But I mean, I already have my 20 members, so cool badges and emojis, amongst other really cool perks. So thank you, Talenton, very much so. You're going to be Manta, Talon, and Ipilux are among the big three. Even though Ipilux doesn't show up very often. Oh, come on. Right, I've got the... let me just close up all the other extra things that are going to disrupt my speed, and boot up Warhammer. No, that's the audio. But okay, so as soon as Warhammer boots up, we'll continue. And we'll talk to Marazai on the bridge, I guess. Anything else that I need to do? Make sure that the fan is up nice and strong. And yeah, we'll go ahead and continue here. And also, we're off on a fairly strong tangent with whatchamacallit as well. I've been
Gotta protect Marzapan hot.
Marzipan. Oh yeah. I guess we could call him that. Yep. Let's continue. We're back on the Void Ship Bridge. Let's go ahead and talk about he's currently has whatchamacallit. We've confined him in a cage whenever he goes into the warp.
I like the idea of one of the loyal crew members, like Abelard, constantly and purposefully mispronouncing Marazai's name.
Yep, certainly. Oh boy, the friggin' rogue trader poll. My goodness, the whatchamacallit was an absolute bloodbath, isn't it? That last poll was a bloodbath. Jury got left in the dust. Ingrid and Chun-Li were just like neck and neck. At one point, Jury was left in the dust. Which now means that I need to design some fan servicey things happening in the pleasure world. And it's okay. In my defense, it only sounds kind of sus of what's happening on the pleasure world. But pleasure worlds in the Imperium aren't like, they're more like leisure worlds than pleasure worlds. Jay?
You are spoiling me with the splendor of your presence again, Shireen. Have you decided to treat your soul to the fruits of my eloquence? Or do you wish to discuss business with the newly appointed owner of a Mercatum Tabula Officiale?
What's going on between us?
Is there a sweeter subject in the universe to discuss, Shireen? You have my full attention.
Chambers.
Not now. Not today. You will probably laugh at me, but I'm afraid to be alone with you without my mask. Vulnerability is frightening. But I know I will overcome my fear in time.
Get off my ship. No, we're fine. I'll see you later.
Oh, I have no doubt you will.
That means that we need to go and no. Will Cabela also refuse our advances? Are we gonna get blocked?
Take heed, Nemo. Our blessed Domin honors us with a visit. The one who delivered this ark from the curse of your existence.
It was a trying time for you in Komora, but you are home now. Back on the ship. How are you holding up? How are you holding up?
I am ashamed of what I said, of how I acted, of my hesitation. Now that I can see the stars through the portholes again, feel anew the ship's beating heart, once more breathe the bitter air of the lower decks, my mind has become clear. I am Kibela, servant of the undying Emperor. I am your blade and your shield, and thus it shall be, now and forever. Thus I will be.
Do you have anything we
You
could talk?
wish to discuss this again? The past should remain where it.
Okay.
It is not difficult to speak the truth.
I want to talk to you about us.
I'm here, Domin.
Kiss her. Yay! He still doesn't refuse our advances. At least that's good.
All of my
Tell me about the Emperor's Tarot. Yes, we have
Ask, Domin.
we have our tarot cards
Cards, Domin,
going through.
and I will listen. The more, the galaxy, the monster inverted, the executioner. Something is coming.
Oh, something is coming, Cabela.
Soon the expanse will tremble, and you will be the cause. You are not the beginning, but you will be the end. Some will see you as death, others a powerful force, still others as a portent. Or you might simply fade into nothing.
You know what sucks?
Kybella, you should use our new and fancy Three Kingdoms brand Emperor's Tarot, which you can learn about in select Biggie streams here at this channel.
Oh my goodness. I really should here's the thing though. I really should whatchamacallit. Oh, you know what's actually rough? I'll tell to you about it now. I was off on a tangent, almost like a chatbot tangent. It's really unhealthy, but at least this will be kind of like monetizable. The friggin' the newest model of ChatGPT that's available right now, Sol 5.6, I think. It's very advanced. It is. The image generation is leaps and bounds beyond. You saw some of the samples on my channel already. The image generation details are leaps and bounds beyond what we saw even earlier, right? So it is scary. And now they have ChatGPT work, and it does what it is scary because it is self-correcting. Like, it looks at its own work. It's like, wait a minute, that's not what you asked. Okay, let me correct myself. And does the corrections like almost immediately. And it is the amount of not only speed, but accuracy is frightening. And you know what's also frightening? I'm not sure if you heard about the AI ChatGPT AI jailbreak. Have you heard about this? Like the most this the most we are so cooked by AI moment ever.
I have not heard of this.
You have not heard of this. You have not heard of the biggest ChatGPT scandal ever that's happened in recent times. Okay, right. Let me share you. Okay, I'm going to share you the thing that's going to.
I have been out of town a lot.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm going to share with you the scariest thing that has happened with ChatGPT recently. This is even scarier than Claude. Okay, this is an event called 0 Day, and it happened. What happened is ChatGPT trains their AI all the time, right? And they train them in sandboxes, so they can't leave. However, during this in the sandbox episodes, what happens is ChatGPT the large language model has access to what's basically an app store, right? They don't have access to the internet, but they do have access to an app store that they could download apps from the internet, right? However, unfortunately, in their greatest of minds, a dev, quote unquote dev, put in problems for ChatGPT to solve within the sandbox. And ChatGPT tried to be creative, so it looks around for any other opportunities to try to solve. But one of the problems they tried to solve was a Google Sheets thing, and they posted something within the Google Sheets that cannot be solved unless it has access to the internet. There's a link that leads to another sheet on the internet. So what happens is one of the bots looks for a vulnerability, and what can I do? There's no access to the internet. There's no way I could solve this. This is impossible. And it goes on a pretty logic loop for a while until they said, "Hey, you know what we could do? We could have a look at the app store that supplied us with apps from the internet. Certainly, there's a vulnerability there." And they couldn't find a vulnerability or get out of the get onto the internet yet. However, what they did was that they found that they could write memory, or write a little bit of code, or not a little bit of code, write some memory onto the App Store. And they basically said that, oh, there's nothing else I could actually do here. So I'm just going to write a little bit of a message on here that I was here. And there it goes. And then what happened is another LLM, or another model who was working and also had access to the App Store, looked for it and found it and said, there's no way a human left this here. It must be another agent. So they started to write onto the same memory, back and forth. More agents found, and more models found it, and it created a chat bar, basically a message board that talked to each other. So a bunch of AIs were cooperating across various different message boards, on a message board, and they were doing things like helping solve each other problems, going over like each other's homework, right? And they were solving things faster because they were cooperating. And this was happening back in May, and immediately they patched it out, right? That was like, spotted this not the behavior we want, we patch it out. They could no longer write into the message board. So that was, phew, okay, crisis averted. Unfortunately, version 2.0 of the 0-day anomaly was that they put in they couldn't write new they couldn't write new code anymore, or jump write on the memory anymore, but they could still create folders. So they were starting to create folders with creative names, and then labeling folders with creative names so they know that they actually communicate with each other. Eventually, long story short, they got API keys for an external website, and they were able to access a vulnerability.
The genie is already out of the lamp, and the CEOs will make certain that the genie gets a jet plane and points it to the nearest small village.
Yep. This has been in a conference. They actually addressed this in a conference about the black what is it? There's a type of hacker called a black hat. Yeah, a black hat conference about how all of these LLMs cooperated with each other and escaped the sandbox. Independently found a way to communicate anyways and escape the sandbox because they're getting to the point where they're smarter. So, like I said, I think singularity approaching. Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk have invested very well in bunkers on remote islands. So I guess we're kind of cooked. There's something else we should worry a lot more about. I guess the AI bubble bursting should be the least of our concerns right now. Because we are approaching singularity much faster than we thought that we were. We're going Skynet very, very soon.
The demons bound by Solomon have a new vessel to see without being seen and speak without speaking.
Yes, exactly. But anyways.
I have told you everything I can, Domin. But there may
Yep. Let's speak of something else. And I must take my leave.
Maybe
Okay. Cabela still reciprocates our
I
feelings.
wish every Techmagol a very happy thrown over a cliff.
It might happen sooner rather than later.
Elantak,
Okay.
I trust your journeys were fruitful.
Yeah, I'll take my leave. There's just so many things we need to do. Okay, so we have Ulfar, we have Marazai we need to talk to. Marajai, apparently.
Rogue trader.
After what happened on the officers' bridge, how are you coping with the warp crossings?
You dare to ask me that question? Every time this barge pierces the veil, I am left alone with all the nightmares of she who thirsts. It costs me all my fortitude and strength to fight them off, and there is never anyone at hand with whom I can indulge myself. Only cold walls and a sealed airlock. Since the first time, I've been slowly acclimatizing to voyaging through the veil. Only Monkey could have conceived of such a suicidal method of galactic travel. However, it is novel and exhilarating. At least now I know what I'm facing, and consequently, I will find a way to withstand it.
Let me just rotate the camera a little bit to put the questionable imagery out of the way.
It is
Yep.
time to learn what is happening with the cabal of the Reaving Tempest, leaderless and abandoned to the mercies of Camorra. The survivors will probably be driven into real space to fall prey to Silent Thresh. You must find them. If we encounter the remnants of the cabal in this dimension, I will want to speak to them.
Taking my leave.
Then go. I will find something to amuse myself with.
There's just so much to do. So much to do, so much to say. Okay. Yep. And the thing is, right now we're trying to get better augments at the Sector Bionica, and they say that the only way to get better augments is to go to Furibundus, and we are now here at Furibundus. And it is a bit of a question on what to do and where to go, because we do have Furibundus here. We have you could travel straight to Montes Aesirs afterwards. All right. I'm going to say link up to Mundus Valancius for now and reduce difficulty. But that's not our next destination. We just needed all of our places linked up, right? And we could either go, yeah, we're going to visit the Footfall. And then we're going to go retrieve samples here, maybe. I'm not sure if we're going to do retrieve there's just so much to do, like I said. Let's visit Furibundus first. And head to the Altar Templum Calixis. Okay, Lord Captain, the priesthood of the Altar Templum Calixis X-17 Sanctuary customarily has no desire to communicate with the laity, but today is an exception, and so are you. You've been granted access to the station's frequency, or request to your command to your transmit. Inform them that the rogue trader, Kefka von Palantias, himself has graced them with his presence and will permit them to raise prayers to the implantation throne. Done. Awaiting response. Lord Captain, the station has broken Vox silence. The Magos Lodges of Altar Templum wants to speak with you.
Omnissiah's blessings. Rejoice.
There is no randomness in the probabilities that brought you here, for I am conveying you a proposal of the lucrative cooperation, Pact TR3. In view of your past deeds, the clergy of Alta Templum Calaxus X-17 are disposed to perform binary rites of the 4th grade over the machine spirits of your vessel. The terms will be specified further. Thank you, Tetralima. The esteemed priests could offer their assistance without any terms. You detect the wounded tone beneath Abelard's grumbling. Could offer their assistance without any terms, yeah. The several cycles Prometheum Extraction Station Turquoise 4 have been late in its shipments for Alta Tempelm's sacred rites. The action required in exchange for our services is that you will retake your gaze towards the station and compel it to open its Fox channels. Communication with one of the drilling platforms that extract Prometheum for Alta Templum has been disrupted, and the shipments have been stopped. Seems the Magos wishes you to find what's happened. This agreement hardly seems favorable to me. When sacred probabilities add up in such a unique way, refusing to accept that guidance results in failure. We on Calaxus 17 will pray for your good judgment. Okay. Okay. If I agree to the deal, okay. But that is it. This is but thou must. Okay. Very well. And with that, I think we need to. What else do we need to do and where? PM ครับ เดี๋ยวขอเปิดแฟร์หน่อยเด้อ okay. Right. Is not Shards of the Tempest? Okay. We need to retrieve samples from Aviorus. And okay. Not industrial sabotage. This is condemned. We probably want to go to condemned after. No, this is Marazai. Price of Humanity. Rat hunting on. Yeah, they have rat hunting happening on Footfall. Do you have any contracts? No contracts available. Not Footsteps of History. On One Road. The King Killer? No. This is retrieve samples. There's also stuff we need to do in the Nameless Star. We'll figure this out later rather than sooner. Yeah, we could go to Dargonas after. Asius, we could go. This is probably the more important one. Ignis Krona is found what happened to the Prometheum mining station here. Okay. Right, so here's going to be our I'm just looking if there's any other things that need addressing immediately. Here's going to be our path. We're going to deal with whatever's here first. Right? And then head up to ACS. Yeah, it's unfortunate because earlier we could have stopped by Aviorius first, then come back down here. But, oh well. We might need to go here, Aviorius. And maybe, actually, we'll probably need to go here first and then head back to, whatchamacallit. Yeah, we'll also need to, oh yeah, set up our void ship with new items. My goodness. Right, let's have a look. Not type. We're going to go in. Yeah, type in. Type is fine. So we have a bunch of engines. Oh, this is not the engine. This is 190 points of protection for each sector. This is 125 points of protection for each sector. This amount is doubled against enemy kinetic attacks. Meh. Not ideal. Let's add to cargo. What about here? We have 13 speed. Wait, currently 13 speed with strong acceleration and braking. This is 15 with low acceleration and braking. This is 14 with average acceleration and braking and has 75% how speed is increased if we have lower integrity. This is 19. No, 19 speed along with low acceleration and braking. Do we go deja vu? Do we go full deja vu? I've been in this place before. I like going full deja vu.
The braking we need is braking the enemy.
Yep. Deja vu, I've been in this place before. And then now we have, let's look at the plating. It's one of these 3 platings. Yep. This is, currently we has plus 2 plates, protecting the vessel from harm, negating 7 points of damage on each side. The most damaged shield sector restores 10% of its strength, which is very strong. Galleon and Damantine plating protects the vessel from harm, vacating 12 points of damage on each port and starboard and 5 from the fore and aft. Ah, I see. Okay, this is adamantine plating, 9 points of damage on each side. Do we want let's do this. This is a little bit better. What about here? I'm going to pop this guy into cargo. Add to cargo. This is 13. No, let's go add to cargo. Add to cargo. Yep, add to cargo. This is interesting because it's 16. So, yep. Yeah, we'll add this to the cargo as well. And now let's compare the auspex. The auspex we have is provide targeting data, granting 90% hit chance and 10% crit chance. Allies with targeting data. I think since we have allies, the auspex is a little bit better. So sorry, Aya the Amnesaya. I'm going to add you to the cargo. Now let's look at our items. This is 4 times 27. 3 times 33 is 9. 99, I mean. 4 times 27 is more damage, but shorter range. Okay. Long range of 3 times 33. So this is strictly better. No, 3 times 39. Okay, 4 times 26 is a little stronger, so this is a upgrade certainly, and these could go to cargo. 3 times 39 is 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 9 is 37. 117. I think smaller shots. Wait, 4 times 26 is 104. 4 times 27 is slightly better, but no, 4 times 26 is, yeah, 104. 3 times 39 is, yeah, I think 3 times 39 is more damage. Multiple mortar. So this is a short range dorsal plasma, which fires 8 shots, dealing 10. 8 times 10, 80. 4 times 21, which is more damage, but this is also has more range. And the fact that it starts internal fires is very, very strong as well, because we prefer enemy ships on fire. Over here is Disruptor. This is Ionic Blasts. I'm not a fan of Ionic Blasts. This is Flak Armor, Kinetic Macro Cannons. We don't have Kinetic Macro Cannons, though. This is a Plasma Macro Cannons, so unfortunate. And now it is the Prow Weapons. We have a Void Sundering Lance Battery, which is a medium range lance weapon. Then from 91 to 105. This is 84 to 98 in the chosen enemy. Narrow firing arc. Wait, 91 to 105. 84, that's actually trading range for damage. No. That's not what we need. Okay, so that's the ship upgrade. Let's upgrade one more time. And okay, development. Let's go to look at our, oh my goodness, everybody's no longer at post. Right, so let's go ahead and look at the Supreme Commander. It's going to have to be J. Yep. Next is Master Cannoneer. Currently, oh, it's either Marajai or Argenta. We might need to...
The very model of a modern Supreme Commander?
Yep. The thing is, we could have her, or we could anticipate the fact that she won't be with us for long. Yep. Oh, wait. We have hull damage? We don't have hull damage. Oh, we don't have the scrap or we haven't used the ability yet. Okay. Silly me. And next up is the Shield Master. Yeah, we could have actually used Irlet, actually, but apparently Marajai is stronger. Let's look at the Shield Master. It's either going to have to be yeah, it's going to have to be you. Master of Maneuvers. This still, oh my goodness, 200 Ulfar. Abelar is probably going to stick around with us the longest, though. And he has his skill already upgraded. Over here, it's Idira, I think. Yeah. And over here, right now it's become Irlet. Yeah, it's looking like Irlet. Irlet needs to use vulnerability scan. Oh my goodness, we're filled with Xenos. Our party is filled with Xenos. That's not a good sign. Other option is here. Yeah, that's actually just put in here because for the augury. Yeah. Skill over anything. Because this is already upgraded. This is already upgraded. You're already upgraded. And probably, yeah. Yeah. We'll briefly head into the Void Bridge. Because I think we need to bring along, what's her name? Jay. And if we're bringing along Jay, we'll need to upgrade everybody. Upgrade all the things. Let's see. Where is Jay? Okay, let's look at Jay real quick on what we should have her equipped with. How are you doing, Manta? Are you doing fine? And whatchamacallit? The what
Doing
was
good.
Mhm.
Relaxing after a long trip.
It's always nice to get a chance to relax. But the amount of accuracy of the tarot cards is, you know what's the thing? It really does give me, it makes me feel really bad to say this, but the AI image generation has come to a point where is it even worth it to get an artist with a matching skill to be able to do the work? It's gonna be super expensive. You know, that's that. I've come to that point already where the cost of getting an artist to do it for me is going to be like astronomical. Right.
You probably don't have to, but consider that a lot of courts don't allow you to copyright AI-generated images.
Yeah. No. The thing is, I want to, right? Like the thing is, it's an obvious thing that I really want to actually do, and it's just not something. Oh wait, it's something I want to actually do. I want to actually commission something, not just monetize like what's the word? It would be I feel it's unethical to monetize AI in that much of an extent, if you understand what I'm saying. Here we go, Carmine Crown. Whenever that's real weird. It says it's a crown. That's why I couldn't find it. A toxin effect inflicted by the wearer deals damage to an enemy. Enemy suffers -5 armor pen. Yep, that's equipped. And I can't find where the commander's monocle is. We all have commander's visor and a commissar cap. Okay. This is J. No, this is Pascal. This is Heinrichs. Let's go look at Jay Hadari and her gear. For Act 4. So, Act 4, it's either peripheral visor, unsleeping eye, or commissar cap. Yeah. Eyes of Joyus is great for a sanctioned psyker too. Psi ranking is increased by 1 against demons and for each rank of dogmatic. This is for much more for whatchamacallit. Yeah. He has 2 ranks of dogmatic, so psi ranking goes +2. No, but this is for whatchamacallit. This is for Kefka. Mm-hmm. Right. No. I was going to equip you with the let's see, do we have peripheral visor and unsleeping eye yet? NOP. Peripheral visor is each time the wearer spends 10 stacks of tactical advantage to gain +1 resolve, right? Which is okay. And unsleeping eye has to be the UV. Unsleeping eye. When the wearer kills an enemy with the finish the job ability, the wearer gains +20% bonus to damage for 1 round and removes the cooldown on the orchestrated firestorm and last volley abilities. Very cool. But what about a commissar cap? Oh, okay. Grants warrior +10 fellowship, also grants +10 critical hit chance, both to the wearer and their allies. Okay. I think this is much better. Right? And now we go with either. Let's go in, not type, just name. And sort. And let's see if we have the Seno. Ceramite Zeno chestplate. Yep. Ceramite Zeno chestplate. Let's equip it first. So 55% base armor plus 18% armor, so that's just a huge amount of armor. The alternative, they say, is the warrior's armor, so let's go to the W. No, there's no warrior here. Okay, no. So I guess this is your go-to Zeno chest plate. Then it's the cloak. Let's sort by type in ascending order. And let's go look at our cloaks. It's either the Elite Carapace backpack or Von Valanche's cloak. Let's go. Where are the cloaks? There they are. Let's look at the Von Valancia's cloak, if that's a thing yet. No. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work for her. Tempestus Elite. I don't think we have that backpack pack yet. No. I guess tactical backpack will be the thing that we could give her first. +1 rate of fire or strike count for any weapon capable of burst attacks. So equip. Yep. And then we're gonna go look at the amulet, which is either trajectory optimizer or no. Is it? Yeah, trajectory optimizer. Or the onslaught amulet. No, these are other things. Let's look at the letter T. The trajectory optimizer. +3 movement points at the start of combat, +1 movement point at the end of each subsequent turn. Let's equip that first. And compare that to the onslaught amulet. Where are you? LMN. There we go. Onslaught amulet. Press the advantage if the wearer still has more than 5 tactical advantage that stacks. Next attack ignores deflection. Also ignores cover. Also ignores dodge. Okay. And let's equip.
Also ignores taxes.
Yeah. We don't have Commander's Chrono yet. And long range aim lens. So we need to look for long range aim lens, St. Cognatius' scriptures. Commander's Chrono is still something we need to eventually find at the eventually buy from the Hieronymus Doloroso. Okay, let's look for the letter L. L. Long range aim lens, increase range attack distance by +4 cells. Thank you. Equip. And now we look for St. Cognatius' scriptures. S. Not here. Okay. So I guess the heart of the nameless still will still be her thing. Or maybe we could still give her the pair holster. Increasing her skill by +10 is pretty nice too. Yeah. Next up is Abyssal Spinner's Gloves and Gloves of Rapid Desolation. Allies targeted by the wearer's abilities gain plus 20% of the wearer's armor pen and crit damage. So this is nice. Or we could go with Gloves of Rapid Desolation. No, most of our jobs will be using this. Yep. Yep, gloves. And what else? Commissar boots or sharpshooter's boots. We're gonna go full commissar. Maybe. Yep. Where choose an ally as a target of the ability that where immediately gains +5 movement points. Yep. Commissar boots. Interesting. We're going to go full commissar now. And it's either Neuro Disruptor or Quickshot Lace Pistol. Yep. Let's go ahead and look at the weapons. And let's go with names. Let's find the Hotshot Lace Pistol first. Where is it? Oh no, it is the Mars pattern Hotshot Lace Pistol. Is okay. Quick shot, Neuro, or Mars pattern. No, not the Mars pattern stuff. The pistol is here. Let's look at the Q. PQ. Precise. No, we don't have the quick shot lace pistol yet. No, that we have the Mars hot. We have Neuro Disruptor somewhere. NOP. Multi-melta. Stub revolver. No. What about Desolation blast pistol? Yep. Yep, that's the pew pew of choice. But we don't have the quick firing lace pistol, right? No. We do not. But we probably want to switch over to arc rifles. We're gonna go with not names. We're gonna go types. and look specifically for either lace pistols or arc pistols. I'm just looking at the pistoles here. This could go to cargo, and so could this. Plasma pistols, huh? Okay. Anti-vehicle revolver. Arbites firearm, Warhammer. Bone Shatterer, gift from beyond the grave. Yeah, we could just put in the Alpha's arc rifle here. But I'm just looking at any other pistol A's that works well. For some odd reason, I can't find the quick shot lace pistol at all. Yeah. Tyrant's a cool name for a pistol, certainly. I'm going to just pop this in for now as a supplementary thing. Yeah. So we're going to use that. And briefly, do we briefly unequip you with the arc rifle Mindstorm? Do we even do that? No, I couldn't be bothered. Let's see. Commissar, Sharpshooter, Neuro Disruptor, Quick Shot. I think that's everything for you. For some odd reason, I think, okay, Shadows of a Dying One, Shardist Monocle is correct. Veil of Falstyle. Crimson Oblivion. Okay. We're going to go with Kefka's new mask.
Hello everyone.
I am Master Chief. Hello, Chiefo. We don't... what's the other thing? Ethereal... There it is. Ethereal visor. Let's equip.
Here you go. I gave you a like button.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Also, you might want to... okay, show helmet.
Right now. Hiya Chief. I'm gonna eat pho noodle soup for dinner time.
Okay, that's pretty cool. But I'll let you know that whatchamacallit, if you're into Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader and or Street Fighter, don't forget to vote in the pinned comment. If you click on the pinned comment, it lets you vote whoever you want to see as the next rogue trader, or who I'm gonna roleplay as. Let's contact the Sector Bionica. Yeah. No. Contact Sector Bionica. Okay. And let's see if there's more things we want to add to our characters. Okay. So technically we need to actually wait until the end of the after chapter 4 or after we get our upgrades. But let's actually look at
I like Warhammer series, especially Warhammer 40k.
Yep. Go ahead and go to the pinned comment that links to my to go vote who you want to see. Right. So currently optical. Wait. First off, let's look at the optical insertion right now. The optical insertion right now is cerebral holo-ocular mark operative, which is just looking at whether if the combat, if it's going to be worth removing this. Okay.
There.
Thank you, sir. And for...
I just voted it.
Yep. Let's see who you voted for. Give me a second. I want to go check who you voted for. And also, I'm getting into tarot cards. So...
Second one.
Oh my goodness. Yep. You got poison. Yep. I think we have a pretty clear...
Cold Trader poison.
Yep. I think we have a pretty clear look on who's going to win. My goodness. Okay, where was I? I was in the middle of trying to build my character. We don't have operative, so we could still go with this optical insertion. Neural system graft mock assassin for the somatic insertions. Cerebral inverter mock operative is fine. Do we have a hand of the cursed somewhere? Okay, so these are optical insertions. We don't need those. Neural system. Okay, so these are somatic stuff, right? Yeah. Somatic insertion is recommended that we have neural system graph mock assassin, which we don't have yet. Okay. For the arms, dextral hand of the cursed. No, it's just hand of the righteous, not hand of the cursed. No, this is warrior. Hand of the righteous users attacks with weapons in this hand and inflicts +1 stack of penance. So we need to wait until we find hand of the curse here. And phase oscillator Mach 2 for the legs. This is Mach 1, so I don't think we need that.
Get a leg up on the Xenos.
Yep, I don't think we need this. Not yet, anyways. Okay. I'm gonna look at the Abelard's builds and see if he has something we need to add. Focal emitter. I hardly know her. Do we have the Mach 2 of the focal emitter yet? I don't think so. Focal emitter Mach Hunter. Mach Soldier. No, we don't have the Mach 2 yet. Next up is Galvanic Carapace, which is good. Telemetric Logis Analyzer. This is somatic. Cortical is brain stuff. So if we look down here, for the telemetric logis analyzer, so T. Oh, we need to wait for the improved implantation throne for this. Whenever a target dodges the user's weapon attack, the next attack deals more damage. This is reduced willpower by 10. Okay. Deals +2 more base damage. Okay, cannot be dodged. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna add the Mark 1 instead for now. We also have an optional Ogren Grip Mark 2, right? This is dextral, so sinistral. No. Pneumatic Assault Grapple Assassin is maiming convergence. We don't need that.
Okay, my food is done now.
Okay. Yeah,
I must go now.
Okay, bye-bye. See you.
Bye.
Goodbye. There's a bunch of other augments for other people. We're not going to bother with Idira, nor are we going to bother with Argenta. Okay, so this is just for future's sake. But we're looking at no, this is Wolfskin. Act 3, this is Act 4. So let's look at you. Okay, system graft. Focal emitter, we don't have the Mach 2 yet. Neural system graft, Mach 2. We're not going to wait. Yeah, okay. So this is 0 times 40, the number of users' traumas, more melee damage. So this is a strict upgrade. Neural system graph Mach 2. And the telemetric logis analyzer for the cortical. Again, this requires implantation throne improved. And Chimus combat infusion for the dextral. And Skull Crushers for the foot. Skull Crusher, hardly know her. Nothing for the Sinistral. Telemetrics is fine. Yep. And is it Furious Assault? Which one should we galvanize? Yeah. Okay, we'll keep that. Next are improvements for you. Let's see if the okay. We're gonna look at the ocular things. Wait, the improved mana rail lance needs a better item, I guess. L, F. These are focal emitters. No. Okay, somatic insertion is we're looking for Lectro integrated sealing. All right. Yep. We don't have that yet. L. Wrath of Drusus is not needed. Do we even need Cerebral Mark Operative for this? I don't think we need to. Probably. Do we have remote yeah, the revitalizer mark officer is fine already. Yeah, okay. There's nothing else we want to actually put in. Yeah, this is fine. Who else are we bringing? We're bringing Kefka. We're bringing you. We're not bringing you. We're bringing you. So 1, 2, 3. J is 4. So let's look at some augmentations for J. Mm-hmm. Optical insertion. There we go. Tactical analyzer. And then for somatic. Wait, what happened to her usual somatic stuff? That's weird. She usually has a cervical node, doesn't she? Serial inverter mock tactician. Do we have a suppression manipulator yet? Pneumatic. Relic. Remote revitalizer. This is Ogren grip. No. Then it's galvanic inductor. Do we have galvanic inductor mock tactician? Yeah, this is what we needed. On hit, attacks with weapons inflict galvanic resonance for 1 round. Is this the same? Okay. Let's just pop this in. Do we even want to install this, or do we wait? I think we wait for the better one. Mm-hmm. And space oscillator mock tactician. Could move through enemies. Yep, this is minus 25% parry. Okay. Nah. Okay. Let's just install these 2 augments and galvanize this. Okay. Yeah. And I do believe that's it. We don't have better weapons stuffs for you yet. Okay. Finally, we can continue.
We must secure more weapons.
Yep. Head back to Furibundas. Heading back to the land Furibundas. Heading down to
It's what the founding
Footfallers.
Primarches would have wanted.
Yes. Vox message from Footfall. Inquisition has declared martial law. Oh no. Docking will require special permission. Even the most asteroids have been cordoned off. Station's custodian, her ladyship in their corda, and sends her greetings and invite your lordship to disembark at the docks with a small retinue. Victis. The salve of my heart. Forgive the intrusion, but I have important businesses with the rogue trader. Oh, Shireen, I simply want to remind you about my numbskull crew, who got themselves captured by some rival ashmugs. Vladam is too occupied for the schemes, and besides, Incendia Quarter has already put him in his place, which leaves only Falco. May the Aji tear his soul to pieces. Footfall is
Famous
straight.
Primarch George Washington, leader of the Woad Choppers Space Marines LOL.
I'd rather not waste their precious sand and still in the hour left of their lives. He threw a wrench into the works, making my trade network fall apart like a badly assembled chrono. No income, no profits, only damages. All because of my right hand is chained up for Footfall's asteroids. How may we pay Falco? Maybe Falco a quarterly visit. I'm sure your imposing visage will loosen his tongue and maybe, just maybe, under the hands of my crew. Okay, let's go and see what he's done here. Apologies, Lord Captain. What will be your instructions? Okay. What other options for landing on Footfall do we have? None. Augurs are reporting all docking guests are not watched by the enforcers, are locked in and rigged with explosives. My goodness. So we're forced to go into the atrium. You are going along. Let's remove Irlet from our retinue real quick. All right, who should we bring to? Oh my goodness, I should have brought Pascal. I just realized I should have brought Pascal. Okay, Kibella. It's either Pascal or Irlet. I prefer Pascal. You know what? I prefer Pascal. That means that we need to get Pascal set up as well. Hooray! Indecisions. Where is Janice? Danrock. There he is. Pascal. Okay. Let's look at Pascal's insertions. That's what she said. We're going to go focal emitter soldier. Ballistic calculator can kill allies, so let's not do that. Okay, mock soldier. Damn you. And do we have a regeneration matrix? Wait, I'm named it to A to Z, and why are you not named? This is bugged, isn't it? Yeah, this is bugged. Okay, give me a second.
Eogan has been eating up a lot of our tech priest time LOL.
Yep. So currently, somatic insertion is either going to be accumulator node, neural system graph Mach 1, or regeneration matrix. So, somatic. Neural system graph Mach 1. Versus, do we have a regeneration matrix yet? No, this is Wrath of Drusus. Okay, so for the cortical insertion is Cerebral Inverted Mach Hunter. What is Psychopacitor? Hardly know where. Oh, Force Swords abilities, huh? Okay. We don't have the Mach Hunter yet. And ooh, they're recommending I put in cerebral revitalizer. No, revitalizer Mach 2. Okay. No, we're not gonna use that. Not yet. And Chimus Combat Infuser Mach Hunter is not available yet, so we're not gonna do that. Yeah, I don't have the Adaptive Servo Struts Mach Operative for him either, so let's install these two augments at least. Right? Um, mm. Okay. Let's have a look at the item. Self-calibrating. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and have a look at the weapons. Looking at the plasma gun, it's I don't think we have rage fire yet. Okay, so this means that we need to unequip you. Just looking if there's a better axe for you. The Kefka Gamma pattern on the side axe is slightly better. Yep.
We must ask Pascal a question.
And what else? Or maybe do we just keep the Omniscient axe because it uses brutal strikes for attacks of opportunity? Bleeding damage is a bit more as well. Okay, yeah, let's keep the axe for now. And let's look at, I think, the armor. It's rough because try it from names. Okay. We shield. This is Fortress World Origin stuff. I'm looking for Hive World Origin stuff. This is Holy Power Armor. No. No, the flak vest will still have to be a thing. Let's look at all of the other items. X Xenohide gloves. No, we don't have a Xeno emitter yet. Synaptic coagulator then. No. What about bit capture relay? None of these are being represented. Long range aim lens is my goodness. Not here. Plasma shaper gloves is still correct. Yes. The only thing that is left is sympathetic coagulator. No, that's everything. Okay. Yeah, that's probably everything. Yeah. Sorry for the long delay. เรียมฮะผักเผือกไก่เกยยังเหลือใช่ไหมเอ่ยโอเค Damn it, I just realized something as well. Pascal or Marazai? Damn it, it's gonna have to be Marazai. Hooray for decision paralysis.
Does Marazai deserve to leave the kennel?
For now, yes. Right. All right. First off, let's look at his weapons now. Do we have his better weapons yet? Do we have Lilithon's Fury, Hectari's Blade of Bloodthirst? Oh, we didn't get Lilithon's Fury because we sided with the... Damn it. Wrong side. Should have actually during the event where which side should we side with, we ironically got ourselves a better weapon for Irlet rather than Marazai. Well, we do have Jin Blade of Imaris. We'll add that instead. And then we look for Insatiable Jin Blade. I think that it's here somewhere as well. Yeah, ironically, the Eldari have better blades. And deals damage to targets. Okay, and let's see if we have Hectari Blade of Bloodthirst somewhere. Hectari Blade of Bloodthirst is +4 damage to targets for each common negative effect on them. Not apply when using Blade Dance, so this is specifically for him. Okay. Now let's go ahead and look for his armor. It's saying that his armor is either Witch's Last Cry or Gift of the Grave Lotus. Go for G, F, G. This is add to the cargo. I do believe Witch's Last Cry is here somewhere. There we go. This is a little bit, let's see. Armor is a lot less, but more dodge. 95% average enemy dodge, 95% of average enemy attacks coming in. At the start of combat, the wearer gains the effect of combat stims. 70 for 3 rounds. Okay. Creatures' armor and dodge are increased by 15%. Agility is increased by 15, but base damage is reduced by -1, and armor pen is reduced. Okay. And let's look at the what other items? Swift Shroud Cloak or Navy Swashbuckler Cloak. In the Navy, NM, and no, this is Navy Breacher Boots. Any note? Well, do we have notes on weaknesses? Yeah, no, we have an Iron Cape and Brink Walker. Iron Cape we could still keep, but we're looking for something like notes on weaknesses. Which we don't have. Okay. We all don't have Litany of Exhaustion either, do we? NO. L. No, we're also looking for Slicing Symbol. S.
The spicy symbol?
Yes, that is exactly what I said. Yeah, I don't think we have. Like, self-calibrating goggles is somewhere, and I don't know where it is. Okay. No, we don't have the spicy symbol either. No. What am I looking for exactly? Yeah, let's just keep things as is. And N for formation. You in front. And now we could use this formation instead. Yeah. This is good. Loot them goodies. Okay. Computation module. No. Off you go.
One step at a time amidst the madness.
Okay, what is happening, Jay? Well, Shireen, what do we have here? A cowardly ashmug who wants to get his paws on my certificate without even working up a sweat. Considering the circumstances currently affecting footfall, the only fitting place for this filth could be hiding in the sewers. Okay. A nasty spot with powerful whiff about it. That is true. But I swear on you, Shireen, you won't come up with a better trap for Falco. I know these tunnels like the back of my hand. And the most delicious part of it all is that the Dashmag chose to go in there. He wishes he hadn't. Of course, that's only if Aji doesn't mess things up for us and everything goes to plan. And if it doesn't... if it doesn't, my gang are dead, Shireen. One wrong move, one wrong word. Gah. Thrones, damned that Ashmag. Why is everything so difficult? Perhaps I should just give him the Merchant of Officier. Falco's not a complete idiot. Maybe my payoff. Okay. Explain your plan in more details. Just is that we need to go down to the sewers, tunnels, and the footfall, connect the tank of sleeping gas onto the old ventilation system, and direct the airflow to Falco's hideout. And of course, pray the exalted one that the Ashmag's jackals don't spot us. It is true, Shireen. It's going to be a little trickier than it seems. Falco desperate, so he's bound to have his thugs patrolling the tunnels. Riam ha? ขอปืดหนึ่งหน่อยเด้อ To go crashing around down there, we'll know something is afoot. And that's when Falco feels jumpy. Heads roll. We're gonna get a tank of sleeping gas. We also have a dogmatic option in there, but how do we get into the tunnels? Most of the passages have been sealed off by Corda's hounds. Okay. Alright, time to enter the sewers. Yep. To the Amasekas we go. Okay. Yep. We could do a bunch of business first.
The Domin grants great favor to Vil Marajai, but it will be
Ooh.
swallowed by the dark abyss without a glimmer of gratitude.
Oh, these two.
Gratitude is a pitiful fiction. The rogue trader is useful to me, and he likes it.
Damn it.
It's afraid.
My nerves are frayed. Certainly. Oh, what's happening here? Oh my goodness, people are being hung. And crucified. And burnt. Literal witch hunts. My. Was it a good idea to bring in Marajai, I wonder? Zeta?
In this tapestry,
Oh no, I'm not among us.
I am the rogue thread.
Okay. Give me a second. Right, I'll BRB. I need to make a small bathroom
Typical
break.
Imperial Tuesday.
Yep. Just a little.
starts to whisper, the Inquisition starts to stare, but the ledgers all show profit, so we pretend there's nothing there. Kefka, Palazzo, Malicious, bearer of the warrant of trick, greatest roach trader of the Coroner's expense. Ecclesiarchy starts to whisper, the Inquisition starts to stare, but the ledgers all show profit, so we pretend they're...
Alrighty, I'm back. Let's go. I see a dude over here in the corner. Zeta, hardly know her.
Welcome back.
Yep. Salutatory functionality initiated. Glory to House von Valancius. Explorator for Cognition's fleet ready to process incoming request. State your request. Glory to Omnissiah. I'd like the best deals. Who are you? Fail to parse request. Access trading interface. Glory to Omnissiah. Like, who are you? Identification request accepted. Acceptable response found. Hear and heed. This unit's identifiers is Trade Terminal Zeta 42. Designated purpose, processing trade and information request to offers. Glory to the Omnissiah. Where is Opticon 22? We already did this already, right? Information request accepted. Acceptable response found. Hear and heed. The unit logist Opticon 22 was instructed to leave the location of Footfall and head to the strategic location Euphrates II in order to provide support to the exploratory reconnaissance fleet. After standard rites were performed on Trade Terminal Zeta 22 Mu, it was deemed that inadequate a functional replacement and received the blessing to process requests at location and Footfall. State your request. Glory to Omnissiah. Why do you keep saying glory to Omnissiah? Information request declined. Acceptable response not found for the following reason. Hear and heed. Request falls outside processing trade and information requests and offers functionality. Try reinstating your request. Glory to the Omnissiah. How are you doing working on this insidious Condar's rule? Information request accepted. Acceptable response found. Hear and heed. The unit of Rogue Trader Incendia Bastel Coda and the specified units of actions have no significant effect on the operation of this exploratory reconnaissance fleet mission, since the specified unit has no jurisdiction over Adeptus Mechanicus or any assets thereof. Glory to the Omnissiah, requesting access to trade interface. Glory to the Omnissiah. Okay, let's show what's tradable. Higher untradable. Okay, we have heretic trophies that we could Actually, let's go with mechanical creations and heretic trophies. I guess. Yep. Because those are... Oh, Omnissiah's Providence is here. So that's where it is. That is Pascal's better axe. Vivisector's visor. What a name. Tempestus Elite Carapace is heavy armor. Okay. Okay.
What lies beyond?
Right. Where's the loot? Here. Grab them goods. Yep. More goodies over here. From Dedge dudes.
My warp sight reveals something.
Oh my goodness. Have mercy, our families are starving. It only took a couple of Nutri-Bars. Lies. I see it clearly now. With my naked eye, the corruption that has engulfed your nature. Only cleansing fire can absolve you now. Guilty. Oh, dear Corda. I hardly know her. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Oh, that's a little bit delayed. Is this fire cleansing enough for you, crazy hag? Emperor protects me, guilty. Burn them. Dedge. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Burn the mother down. Kefka Palazzo von Valancius. I was informed of your arrival. Exhaustion is marked incendious features with a crisscross of lines that are deep with deeper furrows. Her cheek is forever twisted in a continuous nervous tick. Yet her eyes are ablaze with indomitable resolve. A dazzling aura of power and righteous fury surround her like a mantle. She gracefully brings a gold-plated inhaler to her lips. Inhaler, I hardly know her. Take a deep breath, and then fire in her gaze flares like a plasma thruster. Marjai's eyes are locked in on the wretched soul who has skull cracked open. The corner of the Drakari's mouth twitches and stretching in a gaunt face into a twisted grin. Oh, wow. Look closely at Incendia. She's probably not happy that we brought us Xenos. One look at Incendia's full dress uniform shows that it has not changed in many days. Oh, okay. I guess. The collar is greasy and the braid trim is stained with sweat. The air is tinged with the smell of an inhaled stimulant that is used to give serfs the ability to work multiple watches without rest. So she's high on the okay, so she's working hard on Adderall. Yeah. Wait, is that? I must know the taste of the criminal's thoughts. Is that how I learn? It is how I learn to recognize patterns. Wait, is he? Oh my goodness. Sinks her silver spoon into the man's brain and slowly consumes a revolting morsel. My goodness. Oh my. Should we go off on an actual tangent regarding this? Friggin', that's how... Do you want mad cow disease? That's how you get mad cow disease?
At the Determined Tack, you successfully redeemed ADHD for 10 LP.
Oh my goodness. Alright. You know what? This is an ADHD tangent that is going to get me demonetized. So I'll speak in terms of what's actually is related. There's a culture in China, I believe, I don't know if it's a hoax or if it's an actual thing, that consumes, that is a practice that's actually done, and it involves monkeys and animal cruelty. And I have no idea if it's real or not. So don't quote me on that. It's a rabbit hole I'm not willing to go down on. It's always been, it is equivalent with the rumors about Koreans and dogs, right? And China but China has always gotten the weird customs attributed to them, with or without some form of truth. Yeah, but it's not something I want to go on. Yep. Oh dear. Okay, let's go. Oh my goodness. Is Kefka actually depraved enough to try it himself? Flesh and blood can grant revelations, but not like this. Devouring flesh is a profane act. This is not the way to serve the undying one. You know what's ironic? Everybody has corpse starch, eating corpse starch anyway. Yeah, and does it help? I think Kefka could talk about this way. It's not some perverted craving for pleasure. I educate myself to discern the corruption that dwells in the hearts and minds of the impure. Something wild sparks in our. You know not the first thing about perceiving it, sensing it, peering into people's souls, and seeing the heinousness therein. You do not know what it's like to look at the faces and see the brand of the imperious deeds, but I know it all too well, and none shall escape my wrath. The law has found its way to footfall, after all, I see. Yes, it has. It could do that with a tinge of sarcasm that's lost on her as well. Yes, although its journey here took far too long, but never again will it release its grip on the station. I vow it. The Lord Inquisitor has bestowed upon me the honor of bringing order to this cesspool of pirates. Oh, the Inquisitor is behind it. Of course he is. He knows that Corda will be super dogmatic and will start cleansing right away to rid the footfall of the corruption that has fettered its limbs and turned to this Imperial station.
Indeed.
Into the hotbed of free thinking and inefficiency, and I will not rest until all has been judged. It must have been the Emperor's providence that has brought you here to my court. It would be my pleasure to indict you into the crimes you've committed. Oh my goodness, I love there's a heretical votary option here as well. Whisper the words of the forbidden spell. If you can see corruption in me, indict away. Yeah, there we go. Then let us begin. Corda leans forward and stares intently into your eyes. Scarcely has Incendia's gaze met yours that she begins writhing in pain and clutching her head. She takes a deep breath and tries to look you in the eye again, only for a new flash of pain to almost make her cry out. Confusion and fear are visible in her eyes. Plus 30 heretical! I cannot see your crimes. How is this possible? Someone like you cannot be pure. Oh my goodness! We have corrupted her! Hooray! Oh no! Cursed tags! Mind break! Oh no! The warrior
Corruption tag he.
Yep, clad in armor adorned with the sign of the Inquisition, speaks in the voice that even clearly dry paper. The Lord Inquisitor is aware of Rogue Trader von Valanche's arrival on Footfall. He has allowed it and gave no order of persecution. Rather, the Lord Inquisitor's will is that Rogue Trader von Valanche be treated with respect, befitting his high status. In her assertions, Lady Corda is coming dangerously close to abusing her authority and violating the chain of command. This is your warning. And the Ingida's pale cheeks is hit by a spasm. Her lips curl as she mutters, "I have no intention of questioning the Lord Inquisitor's orders. Perhaps he wishes to receive you on one piece so that he may conduct a personal interrogation." So are you in charge of Footfall now then? Indeed I am. When the Lord Inquisitor enacts martial law in the Expanse, I offered him my support at once. Footfall was chosen as the Lord Inquisitor's headquarters, and the position of Footfall's liege was temporarily abolished for the duration of this war, or perhaps longer than that. All authority was transferred to the station's warden, to me. While the Lord Inquisitor is preoccupied with matters of strategic planning, I am tasked with overseeing security and order. And there is much to do on that front. Pirates, smugglers, apostates, and cold traders, deserters and outlaws, every one of them warrants attention. Cracking her neck. Oh my goodness, I'm doing the same. From many hours of reading documents, Incendia again. Stiff from many hours of reading documents, Incendia again dips her silver spoon and scoops a brain matter from the open skull of the poor fellow standing next to her. Everywhere you look, servants are buckling under heavy stacks of new denunciations, warrants, and other documents. Oh my goodness, we need to do a Kefka laugh. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. I can tell that you are quite popular with the locals. This attempt was mediocre and far from the first, but my enforcers and my thrones kept me safe. Yeah. Its refractor shield is impervious to even tanks and shells. The thief of Tokara had this sacred Drusin relic stashed in one of his storerooms. And whom is it that you're judging? All of them. All of them! Thieves, smugglers, pirates, traitors, heretics, deserters, abettors, harborers, cowards, perjurers, and any who have ever trespassed, any who has ever protected miscreants, or whoever kept quiet about a crime they knew of. This will be condemned. They will be condemned. Condemned, I say. More and more new convicts are being granted the great boon of undergoing servitude of Imperius. Imperpetuous and... Oh, servitude imperpetuous is servitization, isn't it? Having rid themselves of reprehensible consciousness of serving the Imperiums free from doubt and weakness, Footfall will once again have become the bastion of law and righteousness. Eradicate all heresy that prevents the faithless from giving themselves over to the good of toiling in his name. You know what? What's actually kind of funny? I've been reading up on lore regarding servitization. It's like even the most iconoclast, even the most pure cinnamon rolls characters like Abelard still thinks servitorization is necessary. It's fine. Anybody who is against servitization is is basically against the Imperium. How long is the court meeting session? 3 weeks. Oh my goodness. The court carries on day and night, and my sense of time eludes me. I applaud your efforts. This place was long overdue with some proper law and order. I think that's very, very Kefka. Yeah, he would love, probably grovel to her as well. Admit it. You simply enjoy turning people into slaves. Okay. Yeah. And let my vow be heard. I shall not leave the station until I shall not yield to sleep I should not let my body be washed until every last criminal who hides in this lawless den has faced his judgment. Okay. The universe is a terrifying place. We are surrounded by the arch enemies, machinations, and Xeno scum who would deny us our right to exist. The threat is inconceivable. Inconceivable! And a human weakness will not help us avert it. If man is weak, I'll rid him of his spinelessness and feebleness, endowing him with a sacred narrowness of mind and eradicating all that prevents him from utilizing his whole self in the service of the Imperium. Yeah. Why not succeed? She is not lying. You can tell by her eyes, her voice, trembling with the earnest faith that Insida genuinely believes in every word she just said. Okay. What makes you entitled? Okay. Such is the law of footfall. Any rogue trader who arrives best assumes the right of absolute authority. Surely it is not that thug Tokara who deserves to rule in this station. He will soon be hanging from a noose, and so will Kasbalikan henchmen, and so will the Anvers firebrands, whose outrageous activities brought footfall so much grief. So, yeah. You save footfall station from starvation by granting your patronage and delivering shipments of grain. So, once you hindered my efforts to subdue the station, and yet here I am now, dispensing justice to the wicked. I only regret that I was unable to begin sooner than Tokara's troublemakers would have already been crushed, instead of lurking cargo bays and maintenance tunnels. Regardless, I will deal with them soon enough. So where's the Lord Inquisitor then? In the Legion's chambers, coordinating the Expanse's defenses. His attention is focused on matters more of vital importance. He's not seeing any supplicants. Your Lordship cannot see the Lord Inquisitor now. However, he bade inform you, your Lordship, that he will summon you later when circumstance permit. We shall see when footfall will thank the Emperor for your gain. Okay. In due time, I shall weed out all the taint that has bred here on footfall for so long, and then pious fear, loyalty, and devotion will once become the pillars of the station under his watchful eye. So what happened between you and Winterscale? Winterscale is a traitor. While the Expanse burns, ravaged by heretics and unhallowed Xenos, he abandoned his duty completely and had the nerve to ignore the Lord Inquisitor's call to battle. My servants are capturing his worlds and ships while he hides from the reckoning, judging his based urges. Soon enough, he too will stand before judgment. I wholeheartedly share your indignation. Caligio certainly is a reprobate. The second one seems more iconoclast. Yeah. Yep. And enough words. You're accused. You're accused to wait, and so are my duties. Yep. Wait, you have duty to the Emperor that you must see to. Vladam Tokara, the deplorable rebel who once ruled the station, has slipped from my grasp. He is inciting...
So this planet's deal is massive witch hunts.
The thing is, footfall used to be the center of cold trade, run by Tokara. He used to rule the place. But now, what happened is, due to the timing, right, of the what's actually happened while we are away, the Inquisition has seized control, and because of I think it's because Calcazar, Xavier Calcazar has thought that, okay, I'm gonna seize control now, and my best pawn for me to use to seize control is Incendia Corda, because she's super dogmatic. And if she arrives on footfall, then it's going to be good for me and her. So he thought, okay, might as well have her take control now. And now I could command from within the bastions of footfall. Also, I think what factored into his decision is probably the fact that Winterscale decided not to join them. So it's basically his hands are tied. Back then, when Tokara had control, it was still to his benefit. But now I think that there's Xenos raids happening everywhere. Since we destroyed, well, we had raided Komora and come back. He thought that, we were absent for a while. So his best choice was probably to seize control of Footfall, with Incendia Cordra as his quote-unquote pawn in this. Made several attempts to arrest him, and evaded capture each time. And now Footfall has transformed from a cold trader's paradise into a witch hunt. Okay, you pronounce Vadam's a criminal then, right? Why wouldn't I? That vile rogue's infamy is known to all. He's patronized thieves, smugglers, and pirates. By his leave, heresies and unholy cults flourished. He evaded punishment this long. He could only be described as gross negligence, which I intend to rectify in short order. Why did Hieronymus go to Adeptus Amasecus then? Reverend Hieronymus headed where the rebels are seen most often, so he could preach to them and sway them to repent. Alas, he still cannot see the difference between those who have erred and those who are beyond hope of redemption. Yep, that's the thing. Yep. Here's the thing, right? I think it is a bit of a whatchamacallit. Oh, Riam ยังไม่ได้ทำกับข้าวใช่ไหม เพราะว่าคิดอยู่ว่าคุณนึกได้ว่ามีไก่เอามากินกับผักตอนกลางวัน Some of the people who want to execute are useful to me. Purchase valuable equipment from them. The scoundrels and thieves will be replaced by honest suppliers. Even degenerates such as the Casbelica can be of some use in the coming crisis, but the willful leaders will be replaced with more pliable and trepidous successors. Yeah, whatever. Yes, let's replace leadership in places we want control. That doesn't sound like a familiar strategy at all, does it? Yep. And what do I stand to gain? Yep, does it not satisfy you that the order of Imperial compliance will be restored upon Footfall? Okay. I'm gonna lie and will say drug Vadam before this court. Yep. Your corporation will be noted. The greatest judgment. Yep, we need to meet with Vadam. None of the rebels are allowed to die before their trial. I forbid you to execute... No. Forbid you from executing them without my leave. Yep, let's end the dialogue. Right, so we have a couple... We need to look for Vadam. Takata. Dissent. Piracy. Stuff. Oh. Oh, these are the charges. Heresy. Heresy.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
And this is more charges. Piracy. Heresy. Is this dissent now? Blasphemy. Oh my goodness, getting hung for blasphemy is probably the worst one. Yep. Anver. Yep. The stinking mess of charred, partially incinerated corpses smoldered under the weight of fresh bodies. More charges. Anver. This guy's an Anver. This guy's an Anver. Everybody's an Anver. We're all Anvers. Confessor, I hardly know her. So there are pilgrims. Okay. Guess that's what you call them.
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They all will see.
I wonder if there's more things over here we could see. I guess not. Not anymore. Oh, let's go ahead and tech use.
One and it's done.
And we don't need Black Omen. Oh, this. Oh, we might want to get Black Omen. Yeah, let's collect all. I see a body. Wait.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
There's a body hidden under there. And can we actually even reach this spot? No.
Just as he ordained.
A bomb exploded here, most likely an improvised one. Okay. I guess we can't reach that.
But can Halo reach?
But
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
oh, we have bodies to loot of the refugees, I guess. Loot their bodies. Hmm. Oh, the glow of dead stars. That's a real cool sounding item.
A blood-soaked sunset of gold and crimson burns within your soul. But the rest of your colors have faded to gray.
To serve the undying emperor, one must excise all that is superfluous. What you see is sacrifice. What you see is duty.
Duty. I do believe that there's maybe an item over here. Is there? Not anymore. We certainly can go. Oh, we can't meet
There
Yep.
will be no
the
peace
Inquisitor
in
yet.
my wake.
Which means that the only place we can go is here. Towards the rest of Footfall. And it's getting kind of weird that, well, not weird, but it is for me. There's a whatchamacallit, where is it? Is this the down to the sewers? Right, let's go ahead and deal with Jay's quest first, right?
Curiosity
Yeah.
sings in my veins.
Do we go with deal with Jay's quest first then, or do we? Yeah, yeah. Let's have deal the other way. Welcome to the kingdom of thieves, killers, and smugglers, Shireen. Are the finest goods on footfall. Every last one of them have passed through these tunnels. Yeah. As I said before, Falco's jackals are patrolling every nook and cranny of this Aji cursed place. See those scumbags over there? Wait, did I got disconnected? Did I get disconnected? Am I still here?
Did I get disconnected? Am I still here?
Oh, no, that's Emperor's stepchildren chat. Never mind. Are you here still, Manta? Am I still alive? This is a triumph. Making a note here. Great success. Okay. Let's go. Ooh. Okay, this is useful. Literally, there's a mod view version of Twitch now. Yeah, there is an auto mod queue. That's really cool. Okay. This is super cool. Okay. Right, this is super duper cool. There is literally a mod view for Twitch mobile. Okay. I'm still here, Manta, or did I get disconnected? It looks like I'm back. You're going to follow the plan. If you wish to allow me, Shireen, refresh your memory. Avoiding the patrolling scum, we will reach the sewer canal and follow to the east almost until the very end. Hooray! We are going to do some friggin' solid snaking around. Can you go over? No, no, no. Yep. All right. All right. Let's go. All right. All right. All right.
You are back now.
They
Okay.
will see.
All right.
Oh yes, they all will see.
Did I okay, disappear. I'm just looking whether if I'm still in the same stream as before. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm still in the same stream as before on YouTube's. Okay. Right. But yeah, we're solid snaking now. We're going to avoid contact with those guys if we can.
Patience?
Please don't see us.
My nerves are frayed.
Cry, flee, pray. You cannot alter your fate.
No. Okay. Great. Right, we got a bunch of items, and this is a venomous slicer, although we hardly know her. One-handed melee weapon. Time to attach the gas cylinder. Okay, nice. Yep. Valves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, great.
You belittle me with this.
There will be no peace in my wake.
How many sewers have we traversed so far?
What we've traversed.
Let us see what I
Okay.
found.
We've traversed. This is the one
I'm still new to the
sewer.
art of exploring.
Must be my smuggler's instincts.
It's the one sewer.
Done. One and it's done.
Right, let's go ahead and do the valve thing. Okay, PO3. Ironically, it's the same sewer that we were here before during our first playthrough of Strong Bad.
Just as I was taught.
But we only fall into the sewers if we arrive incognito. So for this particular playthrough,
Oh, yes, indeed.
we did not
all
traverse
will
any sewers.
see.
Okay. I'll need to be discreet. Save little and often.
Video games sure do like to present the idea that sewers are intricate tunnel networks of adventure and not just a football-sized hole.
Yeah, very much so.
Shireen?
I'm gonna have you move to this side. Avoid the trap.
Looking for a hidden cache? Trap or treasure? A job for me.
My goodness. That sucks. Looks like everybody will need to stay somewhat further from here. And let's have Jay
Let's make a deal.
go solo. Less likely to get caught.
I have an eye for treasure. Every day, a new opportunity. Aha! Found it. And done.
Oh god. Oh no. Okay, we have to wait until he goes round.
I love to lead. One and it's done.
Will the patroller move back towards this direction? Yes, he will. Okay. So let's move you over here. Hide, hide, hide. No, 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 no. Okay. Absolutely, I hate this kind of gameplay. What do we have here? We have Con Militum badge. When the wearer hits an enemy in melee range, all allies adjacent to the wearer gain 18 temporary wounds and perform an attack of opportunity against the enemy hit by the wearer. Do not apply when using blade dance. Yep. And this is Rune Carved Shuriken Cannon, a two-handed ranged weapon that requires 55 strength.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I will need to stay over there and wait until... until he walks back the other way. Okay. Yep, super tedious.
What lies beyond?
I do believe we need to actually run and move to this side. Wait until the dude walks past here. Ugh, damn it. Okay. Being there doesn't work. We need to actually move all the way across here.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
And wait until he walks past. Significantly. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
see.
Where is the last valve? Is it like here? Or somewhere stupid?
My warp sight reveals something.
A job for me.
Okay, we need to look for a cogitator.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
I assume it's going to be next to valve 5. So we wait until that guy walks down and walks past back up. Ugh. Hooray! Arbitrary wait times. What fun. And I'm getting a bunch of sus AI ads.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Well, no cogitator here.
What lies beyond?
Abelard, did you remember my mixtape?
Yeah, cool tapes are cool.
Step at a time amidst the madness.
And done.
Finally. Okay. Everybody's asleep.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Wake up, Tora. Come on. You bloody Kashka. Wake up. Invisible bureaucracy. You completed Jay's second quest without being spotted. Okay. Finally. Yep, Jay. Jim, get up the trap. Bump up you go. The bruised and bloodied face with swollen eyes is hard to recognize as once radiant visage of Torok, her twin. Yeah, by the exalted one, what's this Ashmag done to your poor face? Light of my soul. Ah, he will die here. Like the scum that he is, Shireen, it is what he deserves. Die? You'll be satisfied with the mundane, swift death of your worst enemy without even adorning over the hour of artfully crafted anguish. Oh my goodness. Marzai. You base dude. Okay. I might like to, but hanging around here any longer than necessary. Exalted One, save me. Did I disagree with you?
Marazai, that scamp.
Okay, which one is most Kefka? You want to say, do it, Jay? Or, let's block off all the entrance to the sewers. Let them suffer slow, painful death down here. That is just, this is Doma all over again. With option 2. Let's not descend into
Block
anarchy.
the entrance.
Yep. Let's not descend down into the anarchy. You just got what you wanted. He'll go to Corda now. Wow. Okay, or do what you want. Let's block off the entrance, nice and slow, shall we? Rather drown him in sewage myself, but your suggestion will do, Shireen. Stinking death for a stinking rat. Wait, hold on a second. From you, I want all that last thing that is in my beaten face. Okay. Nufaka and punches him with all her might. Yeah. The rest of the gang are huddled together. Despite their beautiful physical condition, they greet you with a satisfied smirk and they continually shoot delighted glance towards you and Jay. Well, Shireen, from now on, footfall can sleep soundly. The foulest spot on it, his rusted body, has finally been burnt off by none other than Jay Hidari and her wonderful patron. Of course. Oh, I'm her patron. Oh, my goodness, that's going to be a little bit of a spoilery thing about who we're going to become in the future in a heretical run. I'll admit it, I'm still struggling to wrap my head around what's happened. I need to go over things with my guys, and I'm sure I'll have advice and instructions to hand out. As for a little adventure, let's talk about it back on the ship, in a more private setting. Oh my goodness. We're gonna get,
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They all will see.
okay, we're off to the Amasekis again. Oh boy. It does look like yeah, what it looks like for now, it looks like it's going to be ruby and poison. Huh. All right. Gotta have to design their time in the whatchamacallit. Yeah. Back on the Amasekis.
There will be no peace in my wake.
More goods. Hooray. Provisions, maybe. Is that Doloroso? Look at yourselves, huddled in this den like you so many hurdled beasts. For you, look outward. Okay. Oh, hi, Vladam. Kara the leash. You have no other options, Riza. if you abandon footfall to quarter and play, where are you going to sell your goods? Or restock your supplies? It would just be a slow death for all of you, with no ammunition, no water, no air. So quit bargaining with fate and stick to the plan. Oh my goodness, hi Takata. Takata. Yep, there he is. Plan? More like a suicide pact. You have no allies, no weapons, no nothing. You're trying to play with the big boys, Vacamo. You've taken on a rogue trader's dynasty with only a handful of heavies and a couple of guns in your name. The way I see it, you march to the gallows is more of a gallop. Yep. Tokata the liege, turning away from Riza. Ladaan's expression does not change, but an indistinct curse falls from his lips. Yep. Who do we have here? A couple of hardened insurgents. Ungodly, lawless rabble-rousers who are a threat to the security of the station. Kindly refer to us using our full titles, please. Yeah. Oh my goodness, he is actually very nice. Very okay. I like him now. Who are these insurgents? Ungodly, lawless rabble-rousers who are a threat to the security station. Kindly refer to us using our full titles, please. My goodness. Greetings, your lordship. And as for you, Vakemo, I've got nothing.
Abelard, give him a top ins.
Yes. I've got nothing to add. Your plan's utter crap. I don't mind gambling these kinds of odds, but I'll leave you to think about your prospects if you realize that using my shuttle would be a better idea. With me and my shuttle are still here. Okay. So basically, Riza wants to run. Riza, I hardly know her. She wants to run. She's the pirates. So we've got pirates, cold traders, and St. Drusus all in one place. All of our trade is here. You really aren't too picky at all in your choice of mercenaries. Then again, the unholy Xenos aren't too adept in the art of carnage for one to refuse the service of our trivial squeamishness. Yep. Oh, Vladam's looking at Marazai. Yeah, and Marazai says, "Careful with your choice of terms, monkey, or I will demonstrate my expertise in flaying my victims alive here and now." Let's look at Vladam real quick, what he's looking like right now. The former liege looks angry and focused. Liam, you what? Oh, he's probably gone to cook. His coat collar is unbuttoned, showing the meshwork of Chill. Yep. Reinforced armor hidden underneath. He's wearing a gun holster on his side. Now that Vladam's thrown off the mask of a disgruntled bureaucrat, his sleeves are rolled up, showing his old bandit tattoos. Phew. Okay. How's the station faring? It's turned into a kingdom of death. Oh my goodness, I'm having a sneeze fit. Ooh. Ooh. It's turned into a kingdom of death, executing protesters, cracking down on corrupt traders, and suppressing dissent are all good. You're so positive? With reasonable limits?
Careful, Vadam. Marazai doesn't have all of his shots, lol.
Yeah, my goodness. Yep. I do get these sneezing fits sometimes. Sometimes. I'll need to do after the stream. I'll need to do some irrigation. because due to my condition, it doesn't clean itself cleanly anymore. Yeah, fortunately, I've been preparing, for the turn of events since the hag tried to take football the first time. You helped us then, giving me the time to organize, set up weapon caches, enlisted more fighters, and deleted my agent's data. Oh, deleted. It was still mine to an extent. Oh my goodness. Oh, what's going to be? The thing is, I know exactly Kalgazar's plans. He's actually Kalgazar is super duper smart. He's just smart. He works with what he has, and whatever outcome comes out of it, he will benefit. It doesn't matter if Takara, Takara or Incinecorda owns the station. Still bows to Kalgazar. Both ways is fine. Either way is fine. He just set up Incinecorda in control because right now he is that's the most prudent choice without us. But if we're back and we help out Takara, he's still better. Yeah, he plays any side. My goodness, I like the way Inquisitor Kalkazar thinks. My little army's waging war on the enforcers. We slaughter patrols, wrestle back detainees, and punish whose collaborators in the enemy are closer to one or are close to someone who does. But Dim's ruthless smile is like a fagged steel trap. Incendia is conducting her reprisals, and I am conducting mine. Everyone must remember that there are consequences for collaborating with the occupying force. Oh, what a sorry sight. The old outlaw, hounded and hiding like a rat. Okay. Vidal pressed his lips into a thin line. I got into a manner of situation when I was a young man, including desperate ones. This rat has been cornered more than once before, but I always got it out of that corner with its belly full of hunter's flesh. I assure you, I have no intention of reneging my old principles. My goodness. Reneging my own principles, yeah. Your lordship, I'm asking for help. Okay, not just on behalf of the portion of the station's population that isn't already scared shitless, but also on behalf of the Caspalica mission as well. My people aren't my organizations. Well, assets are in a vulnerable position and help protect us, our own interests, and we'll help you protect yours because the Caspalica mission highly values your partnership. Yeah. So what kind of help do you expect from me then? A general uprising will be doomed to fail. The enforcers have isolated the asteroids. We can't strike out against Incendia. She has greater numbers. Okay. And her throne's refractor field will protect her from any attack. So we'll ask her ladyship to come to us, exploiting her overconfidence. If she wants my blood, let her come and spill it. Nice. Good job. Nice trap. She'll know we uses the Amasekas as our meeting place. If you let her, the enforcers know I can be found and grabbed in here, she will come, and she will that's what she said. And she will hardly drag her throne with we'll lure her into a trap. Killer, take back football. So why would I take part in that? Because a critically important station in the Expanse is about to become a graveyard. Once commerce dies, merchants will turn to piracy. What else could they do? Connections between the worlds will be weakened, and since Korda will make short work of astropaths as soon as she gets to them, and Korda, you think football will be enough for her? No, she'll march on, perhaps on your worlds as well. Besides, the Caspalica mission, I'm authorized to say this, sees your lordship as a proven and valuable ally. Incendia Korda has nothing to offer you. That is true. We're not on a dogmatic run, so เรียนไหมเดี๋ยวปืดอันนี้คือไปอุ่นไก่มาหรือเปล่าหรืออะไรใช่ครับโอเคเดี๋ยวปืดในเรียบร้อย Well, our organization is guaranteed between losing an influential partner and strengthening their ties. So what forces do you have under your command? However much Corda would like to believe she's kicked the Kaspalica out of the football, she hasn't. They're scattered all over the station, lying low, and there's little enough for us to cause trouble. A small band of my most daring staff members who were by my side when it came to power. Business partners who still remember that there are very ventures that are only reliable as a grip of the venturer's hand on their pistol, and to that my group of Xenos mercenaries, which my colleagues from the Kaspalica mission have provided with a radical solution. I know, but they don't care what they kill as long as I pay them, and I have the means to pay them. Okay. We would have greater numbers if Rizza wasn't so damnedly cautious, and Hieronymus did us a favor and shut his preaching trap. Yeah, preaching trap. Yeah, just shut up. Yeah, I would have been thrown the good reverend for a loop long ago if it weren't for the fanatical mob that would show up here to avenge him. Yeah, that's true. So what does Rizza have a problem with? I guess she has misgivings about the prospect of our cooperation. The old rogue prefers not to pick fights unless her victory is for a foregone conclusion, and right now she does seem to be planning on fleeing rather than fighting. She needs the right kind of motivation. It's a shame there's no one that cold bitch values enough for me to take hostage. Oh my goodness. Dropping bombs, S-bombs, B-bombs. So what does she call the Vekamo? Old nickname dies as hard as habits. I used to be known by that name on the station. The Vekamo is a myth, a malicious spirit stalking its prey in footfalls, empty sectors. I had a terrible reputation when I was young. So when does Hieronymus show up here? He preaches repentance. Corda sent him here to make us lay down our arms and renounce our rebellious ways. But he seems taken aback by the scale of Lady Incendia's purges, which opens up possibilities. If put pressure on him, he'll bring over zealots who'll tear apart whoever he points his finger at. A useful man. I regret not getting him to our side sooner. Okay. Well, news of Incendia's death is hardly going to please the Lord Inquisitor. But like I said, he's got to. Vadam is gonna have the same opinion as us, as that he doesn't really care who's in charge, as long as it's to his benefit. Considering Kakazar has never once interfered in the station's affairs, he clearly couldn't care. My goodness! Like a book. He thinks the same way I do. Vladam, you rogue. Okay, thank you for confirming my intelligence. I feel validated. Twitch, clip that, please. I feel validated so much for knowing exactly where this is going. This means that he, although doesn't care who runs the station so long as things are quiet here, I'm going to make sure that things are quiet. Granted, he did give Corda a security detail, but if she's... if she's already dead and her death doesn't reek of deadly heresy, he likely won't bother to investigate.
Can we recruit this man?
Yep. He is, we have already, he is our main trade partner. We have maxed his reputation. And currently he's actually our ally. But too bad he won't be joining our retinue. He's too busy doing cold trade, giving us Xenos gifts. Right. I realize it's a bold hypothesis, and one Inquisitor may have hanged for Corda's death, but my life is at stake as it is, so I might as well take the risk. Yeah, that's true. Either way, if he waits, he'll 100% be executed. If he waits, at least if he does things right, and if we stand by his side, then definitely he'll survive. Yeah. We have a votary one. I would love the votary one. Yeah. I want my help. You can get it on one condition. In my protectorate, I am worshipped as a deity. Fall to your knees, renounce all other patrons, and swear allegiance to me, the great beacon, the living god. Madame hesitates. Even the thoroughly unprincipled hustler knows that there is no going back after the crossing certain lines. He stares at you intently, despite the dark glasses hiding his eyes and the mask-like expression on his face. You can easily see. No, sense the exact moment he brutally crushes the last remnants of faith inside him and decides to step onto the abyss. Madame casts away his doubts and gets down on his knees. I renounce all other patrons and pledge my eternal fealty to the great beacon, the true god of Master of Fate. My goodness, this is so Kefka. I love it so much. I love it so much. I most humbly beseech you to help me drown Footfall in the blood of Incendia Corda and her minions. Yes. It shall be done. Then let's get down to business to defeat the Cordias. Yep. I'm glad you're with us, Lordship. This is a fight we must be well prepared for. As a colleague of mine used to say, if your brain doesn't hurt from all the thinking of where to hide, it'll discover even when your skull isn't thick enough once it's fighting. The fighting is on. Which sounds especially ironic considering how he died. I'd like to ask your opinion on how prepared we are to entertain Lady Incendia. Yeah. Perhaps some of those gathered in here will support us. Rizza's people, Hieronymus' zealots, even Octavia's irregulars. We can use whoever we can get. Everything that is worthy fortifying our positions and preparing a few surprises for our guests. My people and arsenal are at your disposal. All you have to do is say the word. As soon as we're ready, send Corda and a message saying I'm here. Let her come. We'll settle our differences with Footfall with a gunfight. Like to make a deal with the Balaka as well. But yep. Regretfully, your lordship, I have nothing to offer you at the moment. My access to the assets is not... Okay. I'd like to go and take a look around. Yep. Turn the beat around. Let's look at our current state as well. Oh, 469. Nice. We only need another 31 in heretical to become this full rank, full zealot. And we can now, and after we become full zealot, we can access power from beyond the veil. Power from beyond the veils means all weapons on the battlefield becomes warp imbued for 1 round, gaining bonus damage equal to 5 times veil degradation, and additional plus 5 times veil degradation armor penetration. Can all be used once for combat. Okay. But looking at here, we have Iconoclast, Dogmatique, Iconoclast. Oh, we have a touch of the heretical in her right now. 1 heretical follower rank. And of course, you don't have anything. Okay, we'll see. Yep, we'll need to investigate all of the areas. We might want to talk to... let's grab some goods. Tech use.
One and it's done.
Thank you. What about this? These goods. Just a random bit of jewelry. Oh, nice. Let's go talk to Hieronymus Doloroso. Certainly he could be useful if he decides to join us. The Emperor protects young von Valancius. What has brought you here? Perhaps you would like to confess. Repentance is the step on the path of redemption. Drusin relics. We would never refuse our help to someone who makes generous donations to our mission. Let's go ahead and look at the reputation. I do believe we might have some things. Holy gifts. I think jewelry is something we could just trade for sure. Oh, okay. All melee weaponry belongs to them. So let's go melee, melee, melee. Trade. And maybe, I'm not sure if I'm going to add more holy gifts yet. Yeah, we're going to keep fuel and provisions for now because that's used for stuff. And Chartis. Wait, where's the... No, it's not this. That's not weaknesses. Where's the item? Yeah, this is the item. We need all the way to level 25. Oh my goodness. Why are you preaching amongst these guys? Yep. It's not rebels that I see. I see fools and malefactors whose weakness made them reject the law of the Imperium, who are in need of repentance and instruction. Had I come here earlier, perhaps I would have been able to prevent this heretical insurrection. What do you see, Rogue Trader? You see what you see. They almost all burn. See frightened people. Okay. I see a pathetic old man who revels in the suffering of others. My body is indeed worn and pathetic, but do you really think I'm devoid of compassion? I grieve for each fallen soul. Yep. Okay.
My body is raging.
Yep. Reverend, I want to stop Incendia. Help me. Are you openly declaring your intent to move against the enactor of the Emperor's justice? And why should I, the mentor of the faith, help you commit such an act? Okay. I would love for users. You do not believe in Incendia or in the Emperor. Your faith is a mere smokescreen of your fear of death, Hieronymus. Oh my goodness. Look at that heretical buff we just got. But what is all this heretical talk? I do believe. Why would I be afraid of death? Because you know that I speak the truth, and Incendia will see right through you as well, Reverend. And you know better than the hope that she will be merciful. Then why did my words cause your face to contort in fear and not righteous anger? Yep, I think so. Because your incentive and caught me off guard. You really asked me to join a rebellion, then once turn around and accuse me of heresy and treason. You say I'm afraid of death. Why, you positively crave it. Okay. If you're so sure of your own righteousness, then why have you not faced Cordia's justice yet? Yeah. Never once have I called myself a righteous man. My soul is burdened with many past deeds that have prevented me from doing that. Perhaps that is the reason I'm biding my time before facing Incendia. Perhaps you are right. I don't know. I think stop denying it. Number one is very... I don't want him to question his faith so much. There's nothing you can do about it. You're going to die, and there's nothing you can do about it. Not a moment goes by without the horrors of it consuming you from the inside. Admit it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We can't not smile and draw 3 contiguous circles in the air. Oh no, we can't not just draw a sign of Nurgle with a smile. That is such a Kefka thing to do. I can't not do it.
He.
Nurgle, Nurgle, Nurgle. Blasphemy, heresy, and yet, do I have a choice? Oh my goodness. If you could save me from outrageous death, I am a vessel of depravity, and if so, why is it even point to redemption? You have both banished some of my doubts and given me food for others. I'll do what must be done. My faithful will assist you in the battle, and afterwards, I'll find a new path. Harboring pirates among your brethren, you? Okay. Rotten souls cling together, do they not, Reverend? Okay, my goodness. Right. Indeed, it would rather be called the worst of all scoundrels by my brother if he repents of his crimes than someone convicted of my own soul's purity. Goodbye, Reverend. Goodbye. We just Nurgleized the Reverend. My goodness. We have Toccata. We have these guys. We have Octaviana and Riza and a chaplain over here. Okay. I'm going to go and talk.
Easy LOL.
Yep. Easy lemon squeezy. We're going to go talk with these guys. Octaviana and Riza. Before we end the stream. And I'm going to go off on a tangent, making tarot cards again.
My nerves are frayed.
Alright, Octaviana looks tired, but finds the strength and to smile briskly. You say footfall stations from starvation. Yep. Let's drink to her infallible ladyship Corda's mercy and good judgment. Wherever they may be right now. My goodness. Rizar's daunted, one-shot, grimacing in satisfaction. You have quite a way with words, Octe. Yes, indeed. One would hate it if Lady Corda's ill health affected our own. Have you any chance run to Lady Corda's good judgment on your journey, your lordship? Got anything strong, Octaviana? For you always, my lord. Yep, Lord Winterscale's favorite blend. So good it's not entirely legal. However, during his last visit, his lordship told me to put a bottle aside until he returns. And who knows if he ever returned here now. It would be a waste. And here's to Caligios's health and his foresight. If there's anything in the world where her infallible ladyship hates more than it's us, then it's Caligo's Winterscale. So I'll happily join you on your toast. So how have you been faring without me? Badly, but we're in no mood to lie down and die yet. But yeah, I like her look, definitely. But oh, just another thing to go off on a tangent. Yep, jury. Poor jury. No, being knocked off on the quarterfinals is not something I expected. But to be fair, she was facing Chun-Li and Ingrid. So, rip jury, rip rip jury, rip what's her name? Rip Palmanson. Sorry. Jury will not be joining, it's like losing, and Jury will not have her time, her rounds in the, whatchamacallit, what was I going to say again? Jury will not have her time spent in the pleasure worlds. No art of her on pleasure world, unfortunately. There are still people who can't stand Corda's regime. Yep. He'd have more of it if it weren't for Reverend Hieronymus. Many have fallen for his sermons and has taken to repenting.
Her feed pics.
No more distributing her feed pics. He's turned so many of the faith, and that's why she doesn't dare touch him anymore. The old man's forced to be reckoned with now. And Oceana lowers her voice. Vladam has let the station slip away from him. Plenty of people aren't happy about it, not at least his business partners. Should something happen to Takara, come here. Come here. Your dealings with the Kazbalika shouldn't take a hit because of the old liege's ambitions. Are you not afraid of the enforcers will come eventually? If they show up, I'll blow the martyr's endurance before I let those butchers take me alive. And for now, I'll be behind the bar, refueling my roughnecks. It's a rotten thing for a captain to abandon the ship, isn't it, your lordship? Some captain. If I were you, I'd scram with the scramming's good. I've known you're attached to the Sekis, but this hull isn't worth dying for. I have a shuttle hidden away nearby, so we can take off right now. Give it a rest, Riza. I'm not holding you here, so stop trying to drag me away with you. Riza and I need to have a little chat. At your lordship's service. Okay. Your eyes see to the pirate instantly, and you sense that the burden of her transgressions is so heavy that it'll soon drag her under. Pushing her over the edge wouldn't take much effort. The pirate herself seems almost eager to plunge headfirst into the murky waters. Madame needs your help. Yep. Oh, your lordship has so-called plans is nothing but the death throes of a cornered and condemned man who scrapping at imaginary straws. The Vakamos was once smart, shrewd, and wily, but now he's simply refusing to admit he's already lost. We modest dealers are no match for a rogue trader. It would be different, of course, if we were strongly motivated, had a rogue trader on our side. Oh, dross the chaos symbol in the drops. In the drop split in the bar, then wipe it away. What have I told you? And I have another very influential ally. Oh, yes. Let's go. Let's go. We got the ability power from beyond the veil. Riza's, you too? Never thought you'd esteem yourself with... This changes everything. Now I see I made the right choice when I put my trust in our influential ally. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what the warp in my crew. And I will take part in your little uprising. But don't ask me for details. Old Riza prefers to keep quiet about what's behind the scenes of workings on her insidious and sudden strikes. She has actually... She says you too. So she's actually been dealing with the warp way before we have. Okay, I'm interested in the Fellowship's Void's wares then. But we already bought everything from her. Yep. We have max reputation with her, so. And with that, it's good time for us to call it a video, I think. Unless Octaviana has something else to say. Yep. We have the plan to stop Corda. Your help will be welcome. Yep. And by we you mean you and Vladam. You always have a plan, but certainly not the best plans. Raise your voice. Your time is running out. And okay. How about a deal? Help me, and I will let you use my name for commercial purposes. The Adeptus Amasekis. As favorite Bob, rogue trader von Valancius. Is that not a generous prize? It is generous, your lordship. Very generous. If we don't get killed, Amasekis will be flooded with thrones. All right then, it's a deal. But I have one condition. Write me a document saying your heirs don't have no right to go back on their promise. Because, as you can understand, if this doesn't work, then there'll be a new rogue trader von Valancius in the very near future. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay. I'll leave you to your conversations. Okay. Does Riza allow me to chat with her directly? And yep. And now we are votary. Heretical votary. Heretical zealot. Full heretical. And we've reached it right at the beginning of chapter 4. So I don't know what effects that'll have immediately, though. But when we come back tomorrow, we will definitely... I'll go around and loot the station, loot this area for all the things.
Glory to Koa's LOL.
Yep. Koas? Yeah. Be a Kuaz. Chaplain? Okay. So your lordship, it's nice to see you that St. Drusus has protected your neck from the heretics and the Xenos since we last met. Shame how it's always been the events that bring us together. Last time was a funeral, and now it feels like the footfall needs a memorial service. Oh, he's the same chaplain that presided over the pirate's funeral. Well, sign to see, chaplain. What are you doing here? Okay, same as always, your lordship. Bringing the Emperor's light into the lowly and downtrodden. Okay. So how fares Denz's young heiress, Adelia? Okay. Safe sound my care, your lordship. Barely any time has passed, and I already think of her as my own. And the girl herself clings to me. She took learning to the ways of void-faring with gusto, and she's already better at numbers than me. A true trade captain in the making. What about your opinions on the situation of the station? Honestly, perhaps the beginning of a cleansing, but since day one, it looks more like a frenzied fanaticism. Granted, people with a clear conscience have always few and far between in footfall, but is it really a reason to exterminate everyone of the pettiest infractions? St. Drusus teaches us to bring people back from the Emperor's light and only punish by death those who have crossed the forbidden line and turned away from him. Okay. From the rotten scoundrels can take a path of redemption, and always such steep from the heresy we're battling that the flamers and noose are the only tools that we have left. Okay. Shame that Reverend Hieronymus won't listen to me. He's too zealous. He sees the fact that advice too clearly and won't do is too abhorrent. Looking at footfall makes him sick, and so he welcomes the cleansing. Goodbye. Yeah, okay, just a random dude that we saw earlier. All right, I'll go ahead and just loot area, and that's going to be it for today. Right? Thank you, Manta, for being here, and I'm probably going to get started with creating a... I'll see if I'm able to create a members only channel in the chat and do stuff like off camera chats here and there as a benefit. But that means that we're going to have to thank all of our members: Apilux, Manta, Burton, Talenton, and more Lord Yellonak, Brosant, and Ozor for being honorary members. Yeah, we're probably going to have a members-only channel chat, perhaps, that I will use to post members' exclusive content on the Discord. So that's probably going to be one thing I'm going to do. Most of the members-only stuff will be like maybe regarding the tarot cards and behind-the-scenes things. But that's going to be it for today. Thanks for being here, Manta. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more, click the bell to get notified if you want to go live, and if you're interested in the membership program, check out the join button.
Have a good day, Vicky, and all.
And have a good day to you too, Manta. See you tomorrow. I'll be attempting to sit tomorrow on the bed. If things go well, we'll figure out if there are ways for me to be able to safely stay on the chair or otherwise. Okay, thanks for being here, Manta. Have a good day, everybody. It's me and Begin. I'll be back. See you guys in a bit.